Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the transit Venus in Aquarius. Well, the first thing I'll look at when you have this transit, of course, we have Venus in Capricorn making its transition into Venus in Aquarius. And when Venus is in Capricorn, collectively, for unattached people may have been more attracted to others that were conventional, very orthodox in manner. People were more looking at more conservative and really looking at somebody as far as a prospective romantic partner, somebody that was just really just like a regular kind of type person, I guess you could say, very conventional, and somebody that maybe at a certain, looking for someone with a certain stature in life, someone that's very pragmatic. And when you look at this, when Venus transits Capricorn, well, you have almost the antithesis of this, because we're more collectively attracted to those that are unorthodox, unconventional, very ingenious. Venus in Capricorn energy is more about the true and the tried. And Venus in Aquarius is a lot more progressive. We may be more attracted collectively to others that are progressive as well. People that may be innovative, eclectic, and those perhaps that are interested in unusual or esoteric subjects. Or in this time, when Venus transits Aquarius, if we're connected, we're attached with someone, if we have a significant other, a romantic partner, what have you, we're not really as afraid to show our idiosyncrasies and show that unusual aspect or element of ourselves during this time. This is Venus in Aquarius could be more about an expression of universal type love, and really attracted to people that can be even iconoclastic and even unpredictable. Capricorn energy is more predictable, more methodical. Aquarius energy is really, it's really, it can actually, we look at this, Aquarius is definitely a lot more unpredictable energy, and we might look for somebody that is somewhat unpredictable and more extemporaneous, and about someone that's more spontaneous. Now, during this time too, we don't really want to be penned in or having a lover give us some kind of schedule to be on necessarily. We want more freedom, perhaps to be out with friends during this time than usual. And also, I mean, Venus is also about values, and we may put a lot more value in selflessness, humanitarianism, altruism, innovation, ingenuity, things that are just unique. And really, a lot of the transit is connected with this. And also, Venus is also about our enjoyment, and we could really perhaps find more enjoyment in Aquarius, like things such as computers and electronics and things and innovations and things really and just things that are just generally unusual and the things that are different. It's really during this time too, keep in mind that Venus is about money as well. And what's interesting is that, for next year, Venus will transit Aquarius, or I should say, actually, I'm sorry, this year, Venus will hit Aquarius on December 7th, 2016, and it will stay there to January 3rd, 2017. So, Christmas is going to fall, of course, in this interval, and I think what's interesting about this is that, when we go out and we buy gifts for people that do celebrate Christmas, of course, when referring to people that go out and buy Christmas gifts, this is done with selflessness because we're buying gifts for other people, and Aquarius is the sign connected with selflessness, and I find that very interesting. And also, too, when we're buying, for those of you that have children, what's interesting is a lot of times people go out and buy for their younger kids remote control items, and Aquarius is connected with computers, with electronic items, and I do find that very interesting as well. And this is really about more enjoyment with those kind of things during this time. Even children that are really, I mean, might not be an age where they could really invent anything. They could make their own. They could be more creative, like say with Legos, for example. I think would be one example, and also other loves too. People can have things about what people may enjoy during this time. More of a love, say, of things that are just like say aerospace, for example, and also maybe a love of just being unique and non-conforming, and not really wanting to go with the trend. You might at this time, if there's something that different you wanted to do, and might have been reluctant to do it because of possible ridicule or criticism for others, you may be more apt to do it during this transit, because Venus is about our enjoyment, expression of this, and being happy. And it's not just about our as far as romantic love and relationships, it's also about what we take pleasure in. So I find that interesting as well. And it could be, what's interesting about this transit too, is that this could be a time, okay, when you had Venus in Capricorn, of course, is going to be more frugal, more prudent regarding spending. But Venus in Aquarius might not necessarily be extravagant in spending like Venus in Leo may be. However, keep in mind, Aquarius is connected with the future, being future oriented. What it could be is that the money you may have saved during the Venus and Capricorn transit, you might wind up investing in the future for yourself, like even if it's just like a low risk stock, for example, or some kind of retirement plan. That could be something you might at least contemplate during that time. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the transit Venus in Aquarius, and stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about the transit Venus in Pisces. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.